Let me tell you a story about rock and roll, the Rolling Stones, and South African nipples. So the Rolling Stones are in South Africa on the Voodoo Lounge tour. First major band to get to South Africa after the end of the cultural boycott. And they set up shop in Ellis Park Stadium, squeeze about 50,000 South Africans into the place, and then they start playing rock and roll, which is what they do best. Now, let me preface the story by saying that most of the South Africans in the audience were pretty sexually repressed. South Africa had been run by the National Party, which was essentially the Dutch Reformed Church. Sex was considered dirty, interracial relationships were illegal, homosexual relationships were illegal, and things were so bad that if you were caught with a Playboy magazine in your possession, that was a prison sentence. Back to the Rolling Stones concert. About 3/4 of the way through the show, we get to the song Brown Sugar. And on the screens behind Mick Jagger, they start playing interracial pornography. Now, South Africans don't know what to make of this. It blows our minds completely. I mean, it was like a cork had been popped out of the top of a champagne bottle. Women were climbing up on shoulders, whipping off their tops and freeing their breasts. Now, please keep in mind that shortly before this concert happened, that was illegal. In a country that had been wrecked by civil war and disappearances and extrajudicial killings. This was a moment of just pure joy. And that sexual repression that we had suffered with our entire lives had been lifted off our shoulders. Brett and I were there, and we will never forget that moment.